All right, now we are moving on to the before and after template. Here is the preview of what it looks like finished. And then here is the template. So one of the reasons I did this, I know that it might be more helpful to have a template for an entire carousel, which maybe I'll make later for you. But if this is the first image that someone sees in your Instagram feed, people love before and afters. This gives them a little taste of maybe what we're gonna see. So it must be like a kitchen remodel. This is like the little teaser that will make them swipe or at least stop for a second to be like, ooh, I wanna see this. Instead of seeing like just the before photo or just the after photo, this tells them immediately that they're gonna see a before and after. They're not just gonna see an old kitchen or a new kitchen. All right. So a few things to mention with this one. First, let's take a look at the layers we have going on here. Click on position and then layers. All right. So what I have is an image on the bottom, then an overlaid color, then this circular shape, then the text on top. So you can change the color of this overlay. I just made it correspond to this brand. So I am going to do my little thing where I reverse these for a second so that I can place this image. Let me see what I used. It's kitchen. Okay. So I'm going to go over to uploads. I'm going to find that photo. Let's see. Okay, here we go. I'm going to place that here. So see how without that overlay, this image is really distracting, and I almost look at that before I read before and after. But the thing with visual hierarchy is that you need to teach people and guide them exactly where you want them to look first, next, and last. So right now I want them to know that this is before and after. So I need to make this kind of melt into the background a little bit. So I'm gonna click on it, go back to position, and I'm gonna move this back down under my overlay. So see how that immediately, it brings it further into the background so that I see this first. I am going to lock that layer just to be safe. And I'm also going, I can change the opacity, don't forget, of this color. Right now it's at 75. I can change the opacity as well as the color. So I'm going to lock this layer. All right, now in my example, I actually used a custom shape that I had already designed for this brand. I think it's extra cute, and if you notice, it corresponds to the shape that you see throughout the branding. That would be a fun way to reinforce your branding. But if you don't have that as an element, you can use the circle. You can also change the shape if you want. You can go back to elements here. I'm in photos, so I'm going to move back. You can look at shapes in here. You can choose a different shape. I might not recommend something cheesy like, you know, a heart, but something simple, but you can customize that even further if you don't want to use this circle. But you can change the color of the circle. You can add a stroke. You can change the size of it. And then you just have the usual text that you can edit after that. If you want to see what it looks like, or if you do have an actual custom shape, I will delete this and I'll show you what that looks like. Bringing it in, go back to uploads. Okay, I'm gonna drag it in. All right, see this, how it looks squished, right? I need to make this bigger. I had actually formatted this previously to make it fit this window perfectly. So I'm gonna just bring that out and center it. Maybe I'm gonna make it smaller. And then you'll see these little guides pop up to help you center it. You can also always have it highlighted, go to position, go to arrange. You can align it to the center. See how it's center middle. And then that would be done.